The double MACD indicator, which is available for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. Traders can download the indicator file for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms from this section. And also, to learn how the indicator works and how to use it in detail, they can refer to this page. From the Navigator section, we select the indicator file, and by dragging the file onto the chart, we run the indicator. Once the indicator is applied to the chart, it starts identifying and displaying bullish and bearish trends in the market. The MACD double indicator is a special and practical tool. It provides traders with signals received from the MACD indicator in the form of colored candlesticks on the chart. It displays them so that we can enter buy or sell positions in the market based on those signals. When the indicator changes from red to blue, we can enter a buy position in the market and take the trade on the first or second candlestick. We set our stop loss behind the previous swing or pivot and stay in the trade according to our strategy system. Set our risk to reward ratio to 1:1, 1:2, or stay in the trade as long as the candlesticks remain blue. Also, when the color of the candlesticks changes from blue to red, we can enter a sell position on the first or second candlestick. Set our stop loss behind the previous swing or pivot and stay in the trade with a risk to reward ratio of 1:1 or 1:2, or as long as the candlesticks remain red. We stay in the trade and then exit the position afterwards. In the settings section, under the input tab, there are options available for us. In the first part, we can set the period length. We can set the standard parameters of the MACD indicator, where in the first input, we can adjust the period length for the fast-moving average, in the second input, the period length for the slow-moving average, and finally, we can also set the period length for the signal line moving average of the MACD. We can change these settings here. In the next section, we can also set the alert notifications for when the trend changes and when the candle colors change. Here we can enable or disable this feature, so by enabling the first input, when the color changes and a signal is sent, we will receive alerts. And in this second input, we can enable or disable the option to send alerts to the mailbox here, so that when the trend changes and signals change, alerts are sent to the mailbox. Just make sure to note that if you enable this parameter, you must have already completed the email settings in the Tools tab under Options. Also, if the first input is set to false, the second input will not be functional. The first input must definitely be set to true, and finally, the second input should also be set to true. Well, friends, we've reached the end of this indicator tutorial. We'd be happy if you share your comments and suggestions with us in the comments section.